mean, I started planning my career almost the day I realized, my name was Dame Dash. So I automatically started thinking about what I could do that was great, and also measuring my competition. And I learned how to make money at a fairly early age. I ate off the land, whatever was available to sell, I sold, and did it in a way where you had to have a brand, you had to be consistent, your quality of what you were selling had to be good. But at the end of the day, it was quick money, but it wasn't sustainable because I saw the collateral damage that came with it. So then I started looking for another plan, you know what I'm saying? If I want something, I go into the future in my brain, which is powerful, and I visualize exactly what I want. So I'm there, I'm in my future. And then I think about every single thing I need to do to make that happen, and every single thing that could stop that from happening or what I need to avoid. Then I go right back. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like I was just in the future, thinking about watching myself on my television network. So because I do that, that means I have to think what would be the worst case scenario, and then I have to think what would be the best case scenario. And then I eliminate every single thing that I think could happen, which I call art detecting. And then I put everything and every single attitude and person around me in my vision that's gonna make me get to what I want. And also, I try to get the people around me to think about the same exact vision. So you can inspire people and all that energy is focused on one thing that they can visualize in their head, then it becomes a tangible reality. And I know that to be a fact because it's happened. It's a fact for me. So I continue to do that. I know that anything I can imagine, I can make happen. So I am really careful about how small my thoughts are because I don't feel like wasting time in a 24-hour day making this much. And I could spend the same amount of time with the same amount of energy if I art detect it right at this much. And with this much, I can help so many more people that I love. And I also can see the lack of honor. The things that I came up on that are so different, that how much people look the other way. How many people actually fail that test and the recourse of that. The unhappy life that comes with the perception of being happy, of looking like you have more than you do, or that you're smarter, tougher, richer, funnier, or anything that you pretend you are and you're not. Everything that's gonna happen in your future is gonna be dictated by what you do right now. So I'm always thinking about what the fuck I'm doing in the future, because it doesn't matter about the past other than to learn about not making the same mistake in the future. Wealth is happiness completely. It's how much you laugh and how much the people you love laugh. And that's really what love is, and how much time you spend. They think that it's supposed to be easy, they quit. They don't look at things as a learning experience. They think it's supposed to happen in a day. They don't understand that building a brand means being consistent. Number one, they have to lead by example, and they have to work really hard. Courage, never looking at anything as a failure unless you quit. An entrepreneur can't quit. You have to see it through. You just can't quit. We're here to live, we're here to learn. We're not here to be perfect. We're supposed to embrace all our imperfections. And I think if we find and can imagine the bright side in anything, that will become a reality. But you can't think anything's gonna be given to you other than opportunity. And the only way to show appreciation for opportunity is to react. Not to say thank you, but to actually do something. And not everyone gets opportunities. So I think appreciating those opportunities is really important, because the next time those opportunities will not be presented. And I think every single day for everybody, there's a lesson, there's a test. And if you don't pass the test, you do not move forward. You stay in the same place. And then that test becomes a little harder, and if you don't pass it again, you actually go backwards. And then instead of the test being in front of you, where you could look at the test, it's in back of you, and it's smacking the shit out of you in the back of your head, and it hurts, and it's embarrassing. So I always advise people to look out for those tests, not the ones when people are looking, just when no one's looking.